So Shiba Inu's next quest is to break its prior all-time high. And frankly, not just that, to delete a zero, something Shiba Inu has never done. And I saw this question from a user saying, what would it take for Shiba Inu to do this? How long is it going to take? What needs to happen? And I want to discuss that in this video. I'm Luckside. Welcome to the channel. If you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell again. It's free to do. We'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So obviously Shiba Inu right now sitting at 40196, looking really good. We're only a little bit over a 4x away from Shiba Inu breaking its prior all-time high, which is kind of crazy to think about. That's a stone throw away. It's not that far at all. And in fact, right now we sit at $11.5 billion in terms of market cap. Like I talked about earlier, we're very close to re-entering the top 10. Again, I don't count stables, so we're only about $400 billion. $400 million in terms of market cap away from actually cracking this level. That's very exciting. Now, here's the thing. For Shiba Inu to break its all-time high, we're just going to talk about deleting a zero. For Shiba Inu to delete a zero, we need to get to a $58.9 billion market cap. It might seem like a long way away, and right now that is $47 billion more than what we have in terms of the market cap of Shiba Inu right now. So unfortunately, some people will look at this and say, oh, we need 47 billion more dollars. It's not going to happen. And I think most people in the space, they don't understand liquidity. They don't understand that we don't need that much money in order for Shiba Inu to climb to those prices. This is where the huge disconnect lies. Right now, there's something called the 10 to 20% liquidity rule. So at any time, an asset typically has between 10 to 20% in terms of liquidity in an asset. So for example, you look at something like BTC at a $1.3 trillion market cap, there's probably only about $200 to $300 billion in BTC liquidity, $300 billion that could be cashed out currently. We look at something like Shiba Inu, we're probably looking at about $2 billion or so, $2 to $3 billion. Okay. So realistically, in order for Shiba Inu to climb to those levels, we probably only need somewhere between, 4 or 5 to 8 or $9 billion in terms of liquidity. It's really not that much. And frankly, what's interesting about this is this can happen in a very short period of time. In fact, there are some entities right now that are talking about Shiba Inu in a very big way. We talk about those big optics that Shiba Inu tends to get. Well, anytime that Shib performs well, these optics get bigger and bigger. For example, we climbed the top of Grayscale's gainer list. We climbed to the top of Robinhood. When we look at big adoption tools, right, whether that be institutional money, whether that be retail users, this is the best of both worlds. That's 2 thumbs up, right? That's the best of both worlds. So retail users, Robinhood, big adoption tool that frankly Shiba Inu did not have during the last bull market cycle, but is now ingrained in. When new retail users are coming into the space looking for what crypto to buy, you see what crypto's hot right now. Well, Shiba Inu is popping up at the top of that hot list. That's very good. Institutional money. We know that Shiba Inu has climbed to the top of the Grayscale index, the meme coin index, even over Dogecoin, which has a larger market cap. And so they're even highlighting Shiba Inu right now in their discussions over other assets in the space like Ethereum, BNB, right? You guys can see that Shib is gaining some of those optics and gaining some of that traction again. That's a very big deal. So when we talk about what it takes for these billions of dollars, we'll call it $4 to $8 billion in terms of liquidity to enter Shiba Inu, all you need is a burst of retail capital. Okay. Now where things get kind of interesting is again, that removal of supply. There's not a whole lot in terms of upside liquidity in terms of Shib. And what I mean by that is there's not a lot of Shib standing in between us and a new all-time high, standing in between us and removing a zero. That's where things get kind of wild. That's why I talk about, the removal of supply from exchanges. It's a very big deal, guys. It's, some people say, oh, again, it doesn't matter. And I don't want to dive too much into this. And guys, supply available on exchanges versus circulating supply, 2 very different things. Had some questions about this yesterday. Circulating supply is just what is available in the entire supply period. Available supply on exchanges is what people are keeping on exchanges either to dump or to provide liquidity with, or potential selling pressure that's there currently. When people are removing supply from exchanges, they're typically putting it in cold storage. They don't want to sell it anytime soon. That's why, most people don't use DeFi. Okay. They will, but there's more slippage. There's not as much liquidity. There's not as many available buyers. And that's why people buy and sell on exchanges usually, right? And not to go off on a tangent there, but the thing is the more we see this take place, the faster SHIB can move, the less capital it actually takes to move Shiba Inu to the upside. That's why I've said that you shouldn't be surprised if SHIB is the best performer in the top 20. That's why it wouldn't surprise me if SHIB does 100x from the bottom of the bear market cycle to the top. These are not surprising things because of SHIB's tokenomics, because of the way it works. Look at what's happening right now. Shiba Inu, I mean, crushes the top 10 coins. It's not even close. That is only going to get magnified. That is only going to be even more apparent the deeper we get into this market cycle. Now, there's no guarantees. This isn't financial advice or anything like that, but know that the right things are taking place for SHIB to make this zero crushing move in a very short period of time. I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It wouldn't surprise me at this rate if this continues. If we do get a burst of adoption here before the end of the year, it wouldn't surprise me to see SHIB do something like this by 2025. Have a great day. Show your love below. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.